Well, for more on this, I've been speaking to our chief cricket writer, Stephan Shemilt, who watched the opening day in Ranchi and was, of course, particularly impressed by Root's innings.
It was the way that he adapted his game and the criticism that Root and England have taken that they haven't been adaptable enough, that they don't respond to the nuance of Test cricket. And you remember the criticism that Root took after the third Test for his dismissal and trying to reverse scoop the pace of Jasprit Bumrah. Now, scoops and sweeps and reverse sweeps are an integral part of Joe Root's game against all kinds of bowling. But given the difficult conditions in Ranchi, he virtually put that shot away. He didn't play his first sweep shot until the 103rd delivery that he faced. Up until that point, it was mainly deft touches of the ball to third man, little glances into the leg side, barely trying to score a run in front of square on the offside. It was a complete determination to master the conditions, to recognise the situation that England found themselves in, not only in terms of the scoreboard, but the series, but the difficulty that they were facing in terms of the pitch and the Indian bowling. England have had some breathtaking centuries in this series from Ollie Pope and Ben Duckett, but for a display of technical mastery, nothing will top what we saw from Root today.
Not just Root, of course, Ben Foakes, really impressive today as well as England turned that around. You mentioned the pitch, Stephan, so much said about it before. We're only going to know about this pitch truly once both sides, of course, have batted and bowled on it. But looks like winning that toss was big for England, a great call from them to bat. India's fielding not particularly great today. No Jasprit Bumrah too, of course. It feels as though England should be very happy with what is looking like a competitive score in the first innings. Is it advantage them moving forwards, or is it just too early to say?
I think it's very fair to say that England are in a strong position. There was so much conversation around the pitch, and in that first session, when there was a little bit of moisture still in the surface, when the hard new ball was hitting some of those cracks and jagging around, anything in excess of 300 seemed incredibly fanciful. Now, of course, we know it is so important to win the toss in Test matches in India. The first three Test matches in this series have been won by the team that won the toss. You're also right to highlight we don't know what a good score is until we've seen India bat. What we think we've gleaned from today is this pitch, from a bowling point of view, is really important to use the new ball well. So when England do get the ball in their hand, probably sometime tomorrow when India come to bat, James Anderson and Ollie Robinson have got to do similar to what Akashdeep did today, and that is put the batting under pressure. But you're right to say that England are in a strong position. They are incredibly well placed to make this series 2-2 and set us up for that dream decider in Dharamshala at the beginning of next month.